Hey, good evening, everyone. It's meteorologist Terry Swails. You are on tswails.com, and this is your weather briefing for Monday evening, June the 9th. And it was a pretty good day out there today, although the temperatures early on this morning started out a little bit on the cool side. Take a look at the morning lows around the area. Right here in the Quad Cities, we went all the way down to 51 degrees, so no need for the air conditioning with temperatures like that. And then eventually, during the afternoon hours, we warmed to a high of 79, but you can see those readings of 79 and 51 are definitely below what's typical at this time of year. And so far, our rain to date running about 1.15 inches. So we're a little bit below what's typical at this time of year, but overall we're in pretty good shape as far as rain goes. And as long as these temperatures stay cool, well, the growing season is off to a really good start here. Let's take a look at what's going on around the Midwest tonight. And you can see that swirl in the clouds down there in Oklahoma. That's a pretty intense little upper air low, and it's cut off from the main jet stream, similar to the situation we had here over the weekend. And that upper air low will drift off to the northeast and head up into Illinois in the next 24 hours. So clouds are in the forecast, and it looks like there's going to be some rain for many parts of the central Midwest. The heavier totals expected to be a little bit to the southeast of the Quad Cities. Here's where the radar is right now as far as rain goes, and you can see down in Missouri, pretty good swath of it there that extends from near Kansas City just north of St. Louis. That's been creeping northward during the evening hours, and by later tomorrow afternoon that rain gets into our southern counties and then works its way up into eastern Iowa and western Illinois later on tomorrow night. But as I indicated, it looks like the main thrust of this should be just southeast of the Quad Cities because of the track of the surface low. Here's what the GFS is thinking, and the low here tomorrow evening is passing pretty close to St. Louis, so the heavier concentration of rains should be a little bit further to the south of the Quad Cities, but just the same, we will definitely get in on some showers around here. And with the rain that's in the forecast tomorrow and the clouds, temperature is going to be on the cool side too. Here's what the GFS is predicting here as far as the rain is concerned, and you can see the quarter-inch amounts are about to the Quad Cities, and you get way down into southeastern Iowa and west central Illinois. There are some totals that do exceed 1 inch, and more of those are extending back into parts of Kansas there and northwestern Missouri. They ought to get a pretty good soaking out of that in that part of the Midwest. But again, we'll be on the northern fringes of that, and a cool day expected tomorrow. This is the forecasted highs. Actually, it only has 67 here in the Quad Cities. We may end up a little bit warmer than that in the low 70s, but with our normal high at 81 degrees, another cool day is on the way. And I expect this pattern to stay on the cool side here right on through the rest of the week. Let's take a quick look at the upper air chart here, and this is again at 500 millibars, and there's that low tomorrow that sits down to the south of us. That'll be spinning around with the clouds and precipitation. That kicks on by, and now we take you out to Friday. Still kind of a northwest flow over the Midwest, a little trough set up over the Great Lakes states, and that's going to see to it that our temperatures stay very much in check. Not looking for readings around here to get overly warm the next few days. A lot of 70s anticipated, maybe an 80 as we get towards the end of our long-range forecast here. And so here's what the temperature anomalies are for the next 7 days, at least according to the GFS, and everywhere you see blue there, temperatures below what's normal, and that encompasses a great deal of the Midwest, as you can see. I do think as we get into the next week here, maybe next 7 to 10 days, some warmer air should find its way back into the Midwest. But overall, here in the Quad Cities, you can see over the next 7 days, the temperatures will be running way below what's normal for this time of year. And a lot of temperatures only in the 70s out there, and a little bit unsettled until we get towards Thursday night, and then Friday and Saturday. Things should be clearing out then, and I think the end of the week is shaping up pretty nicely. So, rain in the short term and some cool temperatures, and then a better end to the week. And that is the scoop here tonight on your evening forecast. So we are on tswails.com. This is your evening weather briefing, and hey, by all means, raw weather, and thanks for visiting tswails.com.